belongings was this enchanted scroll, and a map showing the way to a place called the Serpent Isle.
Indeed. Put it on the table. Stand back!
Batlin, in the unlikely event that the Avatar stops me from coming through the Black Gate, I command you to follow the unwitting female human Gweno to the Serpent Isle. There I shall outline my plan to destroy Britannia.
'Tis my worst fear. I must send the Avatar through the pillars to the Serpent Isle.
It should be online right now. What's going on? Oh, there we go. Okay. All right. Now, I was gonna go try to find some deer. I was also working on don't follow me. Do not follow me. Do not follow me. Go away from me. Get away. I don't want to talk to you. I think there was 2 of them, wasn't there? Is Iolo hurt? He is. He's at 1. Okay, the pigs give us some meat, so that's good. We need to get back, though, before Iolo gets killed. But that's at least a day worth of food. What's going on with my mouse? Okay, I was trying to figure out this mystery up here. What are you talking about? Come on. Is it working or not? Let's see. Should be working. There we go. Okay, now it's working. All right. All right. So I just need to talk to people and try to see if I can solve this whole thing here. That worm hath been following thee, then he doth suspect that thou art allied with the cause. Watch thy step, lest thou be exiled like the fellowship folks. Without thee to help us, our cause would be lost. The cause. Persevere, Kaiser, for one cannot tell when the time to act shall arrive. Continue to pry secrets from the townsfolk. Sometimes a stranger can learn more than an old friend. Go places thou art not wanted, and look for the hidden things. Surely thou wilt find a clue. Thou must find the evidence that hath eluded us, so that Vaughn can be freed. I help father with the shop when he is indisposed. What dost thou wish to purchase? A crossbow would be nice for 550. Ooh, that's a lot. No. Perhaps another purchase. Yeah, let's see what else you got. No, I'm good. There's a crossbow right there. I'm going to save and I'm going to see if I can break this. Ooh, I can. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and just reload right where I'm at. I'm going to break that. I'm going to break that. And we'll be back later. When she's not here, I'll take that bow and give it to Iola. 'Tis always a pleasure to see thee, Avatar. How may I be of service to thee? Goblins, healer, storms. This is the lady that heals, huh? Would that I never heard of them. I've already read this before. Healer, I am a... the curse, the day. Does thou need healing? Yes. Since thou didst agree to take my letter, I will help thee, Kaiser. I will perform mine healing for only 10. Whom dost thou wish to heal? Okay, I'm good, but I just wanted to check what you would charge. Very name sense shows stop. I've already read that. Says was 2 years old. I've read that. Okay, I don't think there's much that lady can tell me that I haven't already been told by her. Oh, cool. We got all the people in like one place here. Okay. The storms are a regrettable consequence of incurring the heavens' displeasure. I'm certain that our punishment will end soon if we adhere to beauty's truth. Beauty's truth, everyone is drawn to that which is beautiful. Therefore, if we strive to honor and protect all things beautiful, our lives will be fulfilled. All good and honest people are beautiful. The heavens' displeasure. Out of misguided kindness, we allow infidels to enter our city. They spread their contagion, corrupting many of our people to their misguided ways. This displeased the heavens. The storms were clearly sent to punish us. Misguided ways. There is one of them among them, Leon, who preaches of something they call the fellowship. While I'll grant that he is a powerful speaker, he is clearly a misguided fool. Who in their right mind would believe that the world could be changed by such simplistic views? Simplistic views? What man could honestly expect that the neighbor who covers thy land would not do everything possible to acquire it? Wouldst thou, like a trusting woman, trust such a neighbor to act in unity with thee and work to become worthy of owning thy land? Wouldst thou, like a trusting woman, trust such a neighbor to act in unity with thee and work to become worthy of owning thy land? I don't know I understand your question, but I'll just answer. Then thou art destined for a dismal life, my friend, for the world is what thou makest of it. Thou canst acquire only what thou takest. The sailors camped outside of the city are infidels. They do not follow the path of beauty. Oh, what's going on? Capivera. They came to our city claiming to be from Britannia, which, as any sailor knows, is pure fiction. The priestess was right to remove their ugly dishonesty from our midst. Priestess. Callista is the priestess of beauty. She receives the wisdom of the oracle and interprets it for those of us who cannot understand the words of the heavens. Callista tried to dissuade us from allowing the false prophet into our city. Now we are paying for our folly. Oracle. The oracle is an instrument of the heavens. Its words are divine revelations to those who follow beauty's truth. Revelations. Thou hast not heard a revelation from the oracle yet? No. Thou shouldst go to the temple. Judging by the time, there will be another revelation soon. I'm certain that thou wilt find an enlightening experience. Goblins. Thou hast Fawn's thanks, noble pikeman. Lady Yolinda was quite distraught until thou didst retake the tower from Pomdegrin and the goblins. I do not know what evil spawned such a fearful creature. Pomdegrin is easily larger than the other goblins and twice as fierce. All the other goblins fear him. His first foray against Fawn cost us our healer, Seth, and now he hath led the goblins to overtake the pikeman's tower. I'd give much to see his head on a pike. Seth. Seth was a stubborn man, but a good healer. He refused to take a guard contingent along with him to hunt herbs. He said that the guards did nothing but trample on what he was looking for. Unfortunately, such stubbornness cost him his life. By the time the guards caught up with the foul creatures, they had eaten all but his head. But perhaps the worst part of the tale is that Fawn is left with only Delphinia as a healer. Delphinia. Delphinia is a nice enough woman, but she is no healer. She's a horticulturalist, not even an herbalist. But she's all we have until these cursed storms lighten. I fear, however, that she hath fallen under the spell of one of the infidels, Ruggs, I think his name is. Ruggs. Ruggs is so ugly that his sins are written plain for all to see, but Delphinia seems to find him compelling. I'm told he speaks sweetly, as doth his companion Leon, but I expect all evil things are compelling in some manner, else how would any good person be tempted by them? Lady Yolinda. Lady Yolinda is the most beautiful woman in the city. She rules Fawn with the aid of the Chancellor and the Great Captain's Council. Great Captain's Council. The Great Captains take much of the weight of mundane affairs from Lady Yolinda's schedule. Garth, Joth, and I oversee trade and the disposition of the fleet. These severe storms have caused the total loss of all of our fishing ships. Fawn once supplied fish to the other cities, but that is a thing of the past, I'm afraid. Even if we're able to rebuild the ships, we have almost no able-bodied men to crew them. This may be the death knell of Fawn without the proper guidance. Joth. Joth is an old fishing captain who had to be forcibly removed from the fleet, I'm afraid. I don't think that he quite realizes that he isn't on the deck of a ship anymore, poor man. He thinks we can rebuild the fleet with little or no money. We humor him as best we can. Garth. Garth is merely a lad. He could never have gotten a council seat without his family's money. He spends his days chasing skirts, which is just as well, as it keeps him out from underfoot. Chancellor. The Chancellor is Lady Yolinda's chief assistant. He conveys messages to and from the council to her ladyship and makes public proclamations of Lady Yolinda's judgments. If thou wishest a matter brought before her ladyship, thou must first speak with Zulith. Look for a small man wearing bright green robes. That will be the Chancellor. Bye. Welcome to Fawn, noble pikeman. We are honored by thy presence. I am Great Captain Garth. Call me Garth. Okay, let's see. Just gotta check the streams real quick. Okay. I'm not sure if the restream chat is working. I had trouble with it earlier today. Oh, man. I don't think I'm going to last too long tonight. I'm having my neck's hurting a little bit, and I don't want to overdo it. And I already streamed earlier, but hopefully I can at least try to solve this little mission here in this town. Storms. Without question, these storms are unnatural. If they do not cease soon, Fawn will perish. Already our livelihood hath been taken from us, and women weep at the loss of those who once sailed in our fleet. We have no idea what became of them. Fleet. After the lighthouse was lost, the fleet sailed only in the daylight hours. There was no other choice. But the storms seemed drawn to the water. They took the ships as well, one by one. A few we know were lost at sea, transformed into Blazes knows what. The others could have been transported to the frozen mountains for all we know. None have been seen again. Livelihood. As thou canst see, Fawn is built upon the water. We are, or were, fishermen by trade. That is how we fed our people and how we traded with the other towns. We have lost most of our men to the sea and storms. We do not know if they were drowned or transformed. Now, Lady Yolinda hath charged me with the task of finding a way to sustain our people until we can rebuild our ships. To be truthful, I am not hopeful. Lady Yolinda is a ruler of Fawn, at least in name. Eulith fetches and carries for her and makes her feel important, but the truth of the matter is that Fawn's real power lies in the hands of Joth, Volden, and Callista. Callista is the priestess of beauty. She is a very ambitious woman who is not above using her feminine wiles or the words of the oracle to obtain what she wants. Callista holds Zulith in her thrall, I know. I think she seeks to use Volden to gain power of her own, but Volden thinks to use her as his own pawn. 'Tis a monumental game, and I fear Fawn is the prize. Oracle. The oracle is a strange magical device built long ago as an instrument of truth, but of late its revelations have become echoes of Callista and Volden. I do not know how they accomplish this, but I am certain that their plots are anything but divine revelations. When I was a lad, the oracle was called on to settle disputes and reveal the truth. Now it pronounces marriages based more on wealth and power than on love. The oracle hath become a political tool, and I have no idea how. Volden. Oh no. Now I'm going to have to go through all that crap again. Okay, so let me just click through until I get back, because I accidentally said bye. Attacks. They sailed in quite a while ago, and we have never seen the like of their ships before. Then one of them proved to be a charismatic leader who spoke eloquently of some now new belief called the Fellowship. It appealed to many people, especially the women. Callista was mightily put out, I will tell thee. So she blamed the storms on the strangers and had them banned from the city. She still has everyone atoning for their transgressions against beauty. She says the storm will not stop until the heavens are appeased. I do not think she knows when or if they will stop. Fleet. Ships. Livelihood. Also into the sea storms. Lady Yolinda. Truthful Lady Yolinda. Okay, Callista, I already read this. Oracle, I read this. Revelations, I read that. Okay, Volden. Volden is the senior member of the Great Captains. He is a very ambitious man with strong opinions and no great love for the fishing captains. Fishing captains? Volden hath long been a bully, from his days as a guardsman to his days as a sea captain. Few sailors were willing to serve under him for long. When the council seat opened, they begged Lady Yolinda to appoint Volden to the post. They told her it was to honor his years of service. But Volden knows, as doth every other sailor, that it was to bring him in off of the sea. This was a vaster mistake than anyone could foretell. Opinions. Volden doth have a very limited opinion of a women's intelligence. He doth not believe that they are capable of making decisions more challenging than what to wear in the morning. I fear that Lady Yolinda is too easily led by Volden's wishes. Zulith. He is a messenger between the great captains and Lady Yolinda. He takes orders well enough, if thou dost stroke his ego enough. But if thou shouldest belittle him, beware. He hath the ears of both Yolinda and Callista. Joth was a fine seaman before his injury, but he hath little use for the politics of those on the land. He doth do his best to represent the interests of the fleet, but it is plain that his heart is still at the sea. Without his support on the council, I am locked against Valden and must defer to his seniority. If Joth would waken to life as it is, Fawn would be in a far better shape. Injury? Before one of those freak storms hit, a fine lighthouse stood near the town to guide the fleet home at night. During one of the very bad storms, its light went out, and the sailors could not see to make their way back to the docks. Joth ordered his ship to stand near the shoals and set fire to her sails so that the remainder of the fleet could find their way in. All the ships docked safely that night except for his. A freak change of the winds cast his ship around, and he was trapped in the rigging. The healers say his back will never be the same again. He can never go back to sea. The lighthouse. The heart seemed to go out of the sailors when the storms exchanged our lighthouse for a haunted building. They believed that it was a bad omen. They were right. Haunted building. Joth led a party of sailors and guardsmen to check what happened to the lighthouse. We suspected goblin mayhem to lure us out of the city. The party returned pale and shaken. All they could tell us was that the lighthouse was gone. In its place was a strange haunted building. I know no more than that. I must concern myself with trying to provide Fawn with food. Bye. Okay. Finally done, brave Monetarian. We had despaired when those vile goblins seized the tower. Okay. Just so you guys know, I do have the chat pulled up. I'm checking it every once in a while. And I'm going to do a test real quick to see if the chat is pulling up in the restream. It looks like it's pulling up for the Twitch, but not for the YouTube. And it was doing that earlier, and I don't know why. I don't know why the YouTube chat is not pulling up. Okay, well, I'll try to keep an eye on all the chats the best I can. Finally done, brave Monetarian. We had despaired when those vile goblins seized the tower. I am Jorvin, captain of the guard. How may I be of service? Tower. When the goblins took the tower, we feared that Fawn would be crushed without the pikemen. 'Twas a horrible thought, trapped between the storms and the goblins with no escape. 'Twas certainly the bravest of Monetarians that led the assault to retake the tower. Wert thou there? Yes. Oh, how I wish I could have been at thy side. My duty to Lady Yolinda is such that, even had we enough able-bodied men to attempt it, I could not leave her unprotected to undertake the task. I envy thee, my lord. Lady Yolinda. Lady Yolinda is the ruler of Fawn and is the most beautiful of all the women in the city. If thou seekest an audience with her, thou must speak with the Chancellor. Chancellor? His name is Zulith. Thou mayest know him by his green robes of state. Thou canst not miss him, though thou canst most often find Zulith either in the palace acting as Lady Yolinda's envoy to the great captains, or in the temple. He seems to be a fervent follower of beauty. The temple. The temple is located beyond the palace, on the waterfront. 'Tis dedicated to beauty, as is all Fawn. Let me write this down, because I need to know where the temple is, I'm sure. Okay. Temple on the waterfront. Beyond the palace. Beyond palace. I don't know if that means in the limits or out of the limits, though. Like, is it on this square? I guess I'll find out. great captains. The great captains serve as the counselors to Lady Yolinda. They deal with most of the trade matters and oversee the disposition of the fleets. Thou canst find them near the docks most times. Fleets. Until the storms began, Fawn's means of livelihood was fishing. Now our economy is all but ruined. The storms have destroyed all of our ships. Our fishermen must fish from the docks. We have only enough fish to feed the city. We have none to trade with the other cities. Only Alicent still finds a way to bring money into the city. Alicent. Alicent is the daughter of Delin the shopkeeper. She makes fishnet stockings that she exports to wealthy customers in Moonshade. Ever since her betrothed disappeared, Alicent hath taken to listening to the babble of the fellowship followers. I hope she doth not go astray. Betrothed. Alicent's betrothed was a fisherman named Keth. He was without shelter during one of these freak storms. No one has seen him since. Alicent took it well enough until a storm took away the engagement ring he had specifically made for her in Moonshade. I suspect that she always hoped that he would come back. Now that the ring is gone, Alicent hath had to face the truth that Keth might well be a tree now, for all we know. Pikeman. By the mark that thou dost wear on thy face, I judge thee as a pikeman. Perhaps I am mistaken. Art thou from Monitor, my lord? Yes, kinda. I am honored to meet thee. I have always valued the brave pikeman that guards our roads, Monitarians. I am certain that Lady Yolinda will wish to receive thee formally once she knows that thou art in the city. I will see that thou art properly escorted when she doth wish to see thee. Wand of Detainment. 'Tis the only thing the guards have performed correctly. We make no secret of the fact that I possess the Wand of Detainment. What's this, guys? Oh man, if I could get my neck to crack right there, it'd be really good. I think this is Jorvin. And he has the Wand of Detainment, just in case I need to know that. Okay. I find that the knowledge that I can stop even the greatest brute or the fastest thief doth do much to deter those who would cause mischief in our city. Fellowship troublemaker. I see the guards are still spreading that gossip. Before these stranger storms started, a ship came into the port bearing no resemblance to any ship we know. Those aboard told us that they had voyaged from old Caesarea. Though our seamen found this hard to believe, we accepted them. Leon began preaching about some strange notion called the Fellowship right before the storm started. Callista took this as a sign from the heavens that the heavens were angry with us for allowing the foreign belief into the city. After seeking counsel with the great captains, Lady Yolinda regretfully banned the sailors and the passengers from the city. Callista. Callista is the priestess of beauty. 'Tis her duty to see to the spiritual well-being of the people of Fawn. Her task hath been easy since the fleet was destroyed. Many people are disillusioned. Her task hath not been easy since the fleet was destroyed. Many people are disillusioned. Our only comfort lies in the revelations of the Oracle. The Oracle. 'Tis quite a marvel. Before the storm began, people came from all around to hear its revelations. 'Twas built by some mage from Moonshade for Lady Fawn. I wonder if that mage is the guy that died in the last game. If thou wishest to know more, because it isn't Moonshade where that mage lived that died. Can't remember his name now, but it started with an A. Anyways, if thou wishest to know more, thou shouldst ask Callista. Revelations. The revelations assure us that the heavens have not totally turned their eyes from Fawn. If thou dost visit the temple whilst thou art here, I am sure that thou wilt be able to hear for thyself. Goblins. We had despaired of falling to their newfound unity, but we have hope again now that the tower hath been retaken. Storms. We expect bad weather, being located on the water as we are, but those storms seem, well, evil somehow. Lightning that causes things to disappear, not burnt to ashes, mind thee, but completely gone. Lightning that takes something and leaves something else in its place. Thou must find shelter quickly when thou dost think a storm is approaching. Unity. For these many years the goblins fought more amongst themselves than with us, raided the towns a time or two, but nothing truly serious. Now they are all following one crafty goblin, always seems to outwit the soldiers sent to kill him. Bye. Okay, whoa, 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 hey everybody stay here, don't go. Welcome to the City of Beauty. I am Lady Yolinda, ruler of Fawn. Okay, so I'm talking to her, and no one's telling me not to, so that's good. Our city was named after the beautiful ruler who commissioned the oracle. After the beautiful ruler. Beauty. We revere and protect all beautiful things here in Fawn. Everyone is dedicated to the truths of beauty. Oracle. Thou hast never heard of the Oracle of Beauty? Thou shouldst speak with Callista at the temple. Callista. She is the most beautiful woman in town, aside from myself, of course. She is the priestess of beauty. Thou canst find her at the temple. The temple. 'Tis the largest building in the city, except for my palace. Name. Forgive me, I thought I had already introduced myself. I am Lady Yolinda. Storms. Quite a nuisance, actually. The oracle says the storms are a result of permitting the heretics within the city gates. Odd that they did not stop after the heretics were banished from the city. I shall have to consult Callista. Heretics. Those filthy sailors camped outside the city gates have no regard whatsoever for beauty. They preach some ridiculous notion about brotherhood or some such. Sailors. They and their passengers arrived shortly before the storms began. Passengers. Hold on a sec, guy. Yep, I'm coming. I'm coming. Okay, sorry guys, my dog had busted into the bedroom and disrupted the family. There was a portly mage, and then now I smell like my dog. Wonder when your next grooming is, 'cause you smell funky. Should be soon. There was a portly mage named Batlin and a lovely lady named Gwenno. Gwenno, we're looking for Gwenno. She was interested in folktales, I believe. I am afraid I could not help her. My last bard was transformed into a fox during the storm and ran away. Batlin. A disagreeable fellow, traveled with some very rough sorts. He was seeking demon artifacts, I believe. Demon artifacts? Thou mayest find them throughout the land. They are a little interesting, not beautiful at all. Oh, horrible, vile creatures. They have killed all the pikemen that were guarding the road to our beautiful city. Whatever shall we do now, pikemen? Wonderful people, they hail from Monitor. They keep the road safe. Monitor. 'Tis south of here. I do not associate with them. They are too warlike. The great captains deal with them for me. Great captains. Yes, Joth, Garth, and Volden. They are the most trusted advisors, aside from the counselor, of course. They handle all the horrible little details of running the city. I would be lost without them, 'tis certain. Chancellor. Zulith is a dear little man. He absolutely dotes on me, I fear. He simply would not have a life if he were not looking after me. He keeps all the paperwork for me and the schedules mine audiences. Quite a mouse of a man, though. Bye. Okay, that was her. Who's this? One of Monitor's famed pikemen. I am Callista, priestess of beauty. What a pleasure to meet one who is brave as well as handsome. Let's see. He said do not. The guy yesterday who was in the chat, Nightmare. He said, don't tell Callista you have her breastplate. Okay. Let me say bye here. Let me go. Let me save. Just in case I screw up this conversation. Okay. Thou dost honor us with thy presence. White breastplate. Thou hast the armor of beauty. Oh, what a sign of that from the heavens. Return it to me. Perhaps the heavens shall once again smile upon Fawn. No, thou dost not give it. Why dost thou not give it to me? Here, I'm gonna go like this. I'm gonna load. And I'm just not even gonna say anything to her about it. Okay. Goblins. The very antithesis of beauty. Goblins are base savages with no appreciation of beauty and no grasp of beauty's truth. Beauty's truth? All things good possess an innate beauty that attracts all living things. The goblins, who are vile, ugly monsters, beauty is a lie. To the goblins, who are vile, ugly monsters, beauty is a lie. To Pomdegun, beauty is something to be exterminated, not cherished. Pomdegun? Pomdegun is the epitome of all repulsive things. He hath risen to unite the goblins against all things good and beautiful. The heavens have tired of our wandering from beauty's truth. They have sent Pomdegun to destroy those that fall short of the mark. You mean sin? The revelations are truths of heaven filtered through a mouth of stone. It is a pity that thou wilt not hear a revelation. I have decided to close the rituals to all outsiders. We cannot be too careful after what happened with the false prophets. Oracle. The oracle was commissioned by Lady Fawn many years ago as an instrument to speak to the heavens' truths. The mages of old Caesarea labored for nearly a year before the task was done. The revealed wonder was the oracle. As priestess of beauty, I have the power to call forth a revelation from the oracle. In times past, before the storms began, people came from all around to hear the oracle's divine words. Storms. Another sign that the heavens are displeased with our associations with false prophets. We allowed corruption to enter our city, to visit the very heart of beauty. Some even encouraged its growth. Now we must pay for our transgressions. Once we have been brought low enough to see only beauty, once we have been brought low enough to see only beauty, the storms will stop and Fawn will once again prosper. But while all traces of untrue beliefs linger, the punishment will remain. False prophets, those who call themselves Britannians, the sailors that dwell outside the city gates to the northeast, are false prophets. We thought them poor, confused seamen, worthy of our embrace, but we were fooled. All they brought were lies. The one that they call Leon denounced beauty as a mere shadow of the fellowship's truth, and then did the storms come to smite those who would utter such blasphemy. The storms will not end until the blight of the blasphemer's existence has been wiped from beauty's face. I would say that she feels rather strongly about this avatar, but what she is proposing to stop the storms seems a little bit extreme. The fellowship. Lies, lies, simplistic half-truths meant to snare the unwitting and twist beauty's truth. How can any person tell heaven's will without benefit of divine guidance? The deluded fools have not heard the voice of the oracle or felt the heaven's anger. Leon. Leon seeks to divert unsuspecting people from beauty's path. He is the one that hath brought the anger of the heavens down upon us. Lady Yolinda should have ordered him executed for the woes that he hath brought upon our city. Lady Yolinda. Lady Yolinda, honor to her, is the ruler of Fawn. I recommend that she have these foreign blasphemers killed. Let their blood wash away the evil they have wrought. But Lady Yolinda is a soft-hearted woman who doth not know the harshness of the heaven's anger. I fear that the great captains urged her to leniency in favor of their common ties with the sea. Great captains. The great captains are advisors to Lady Yolinda. They ensure that Lady Yolinda is not overtaxed with the tedious daily problems of ruling the city. Joth and Garth allowed themselves to be swayed by her feelings of kinship with these foreign sailors. Only Volden recognizes their true danger. Volden. Now, Volden is truly what Fawn needs as an advisor. His record of service on the land and sea is impeccable. I fear it takes all of his expertise to explain most situations to his companions. Fawn would fare much better if Volden were Lady Yolinda's only advisor. Let me check the chat and just make sure I'm not missing anything from you guys. Okay. Garth. Garth is no more than a boy. He blows with the wind of anything that catches his fancy, most notably young ladies. Garth is of little use in all but representing the interests of the merchant captains. Joth. Joth is a good man with a fine sense of what needs to be done to keep the fleets in good order. He is not, I fear, a good advisor when it comes to political matters. In fact, Zulith would be better in that respect. Zulith. Zulith is Lady Yolinda's secretary. He schedules her audiences and acts as a messenger between her and her ladyship and the great captains. His official title is Chancellor, I believe. Okay. Did I miss anybody? I mean, I already know that guy. Who's this guy? The name is Jendon, my lord, proprietor of the Broken Oar. What can I do for thee this evening? Proprietor. The name proprietor. I used to serve the sailors that spent their days drinking sea spray and their nights drinking ale. Not a pretty bunch, but they spent enough to keep the roof over my head. But since the cursed storms destroyed the fleet, there hath been precious little business. Used to have a lad that served the drinks for me. His mother cooked and did the washing up. But Denicia became ill and died. The healers could do nothing, and young Vrinder went to sea, never returned. Storms. Products of evil, I tell you, we be folks as live off the bounty of the sea. But these storms do not like nothing on the water. All the fishing ships have either been destroyed or transformed into something that was never meant to touch water. That was what happened to Render. His ship suddenly became a grain wagon. Wagons don't float too good. Information. What be thou interested in? All these strange places. What sort of items are thou inquiring about? Let's talk about the pine cone. That looks like a pine cone to me. They come from the big trees, but not like those hereabouts. Those could have... Oh, he's going to tell me where to find my items, because the items are going to be exchanged with things in the area. Let me get my notes here. What's up, Sir Cal? I see you. Unfortunately, my chats are not transferring to Restream well, so I'm having to switch back and forth between the YouTube and the Twitch today. I don't know what's going on with Restream, but only the Twitch chats are coming to the Restream, so now I have to switch back and forth to make sure I'm not missing things people are saying. But I see you, Sir Cal. Okay, they come from big trees, but not like those hereabouts. Thou couldst ask Olin about it. Olin about. Ask Olin about pine cone. He hath traveled quite a bit. Okay, how about bloody hand? What a manner of beast art thou, to carry such things with thee? Thou art as bad as those horrible wizards from Moonshade. No respect for life. Whoa, 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 whoa! Don't stop talking to me, buddy. Return so soon. How may I help thee? He didn't like my bloody hand. Okay, how about the bottle of wine? I know that bottle. That there is Moonshade wine. Okay, so the bottle of wine. Bottle of wine. Moonshade wine. So one of my items is probably in Moonshade, because all these items that are on me have been exchanged with my other items, supposedly. Okay, let's see. I got 1 watching on Vertical. I got 2 watching on YouTube. And I got 2 watching on Twitch. So, hello everybody. I am switching back and forth and trying to keep an eye on all the chats. However, sometimes I do get a little involved in the game to where I'm not checking as routinely as I should. And yeah, so I apologize if I miss anyone's chats for too long, but I am trying to make sure I check every once in a while. I know that bottle. That there is Moonshade wine. I do not have... Let's see. I need to write a note here. This is the items that were switched in inventory. I do not have demand for it around here, though. The sailors don't care much for such a weak vintage. Fawn folk prefer fawn ale. How about my blue egg? A rotten egg? How it smells. Leave here with that. Okay, he does not like any of my stuff, guys. He's not a big fan. Strange objects. Okay, so how about my plain shield? I have no knowledge of arms, my lord. I am a poor innkeeper, not a guard. Seek Jorvin's aid. He is well trained with these devices of battle. I shall content myself with a mug and a broom. Okay, you don't want to talk about the blue egg. How about pumice? What a strange rock, not from around here. Won't it be much good for building or for ballast? Go thou and ask Delphinia, though. She collects odd things that she calls reagents or reagents. I always called them reagents, but I think it's supposed to be reagents. Perhaps she might know what that is. You don't want to talk about the bloody hand or the blue egg. Strange looking brush. Come to think of it, it looks like something that Jorvin was talking about when our healer was killed. Thou shouldst show it to him. Okay, brush. Hair. Brush. Jorvin. Apparatus. Doth not look like anything I've ever heard of, but perhaps Delphinia could help thee. She uses all manner of fancy equipment to prepare her herbs for healing and such. Okay. Fur cap. Doth not sound like something a fisherman would wear. Ask thou. Okay, so I need to talk to Delphinia about a couple of these items. Ask thou Delin if he hath heard of such a cap. Delin. Fur cap. Apparatus. He is the provisioner. He should know. Okay. Blue egg. What about breastplate? Perhaps Fawn's luck shall change after all. That is the priestess Callista's ceremonial breastplate. Thou shouldst take it to her quickly. What's his name told me not to give her the breastplate? Nightmare. Nightmare yesterday told me not to give her the breastplate. Callista. Breastplate. Thou shouldst take it to her quickly. Urn. What art thou carrying a dead person with thee? Was it someone kin to thee? What? Thou didst not know that urn holds the ashes of one of Monitor's dead warriors. I am sure they would appreciate its return, my lord. Oh, yeah, they would actually. Monitor. Because that is the urn of that one person. Urn. Ashes. Return to Monitor. Good call, bro. Good call. Glowing rock. Now that is strange indeed. It fairly reeks of wizardry, my lord. I shall think thee to take it out of here. I want nothing to do with such evil things. Take it to Delphinia if thou must parade it about. So a lot of these things I have to ask Delphinia about. This was strange rock. Glowing rock. Glowing rock. Pine cone, bottle of wine, bloody hand, let's say skull. 'Tis the skull of some beast, obviously. Perhaps it is a goblin skull. I would be glad of that. Ask Jorvin if it is a goblin skull. Jorvin. Hairbrush and skull. If it is, I might buy it from thee to hang above the door. Slippers. I cannot recall any of the women wearing slippers like thou hast described. Alright, I think that's it for those items. Let's talk about people. Who dost thou wish to know about, townsfolk or strangers? Let's start with townsfolk. Whom dost thou wish to know about? The sailors. These cursed wizard storms have destroyed all of our ships. Olon is the only sailor left alive in the city. Used to be a mate on one of the fishing ships, till it sank. Could say he's lucky, though. He doth not think so. He doth spend most of his time here drinking. I fear that he is a lost soul. He even refuses to go to the temple. Okay. The shopkeepers. Aside from me, there be only old Dellin the provisioner. Let's see. I need to make sure I write notes about this Dellin provisioner. Just because it'll help me find where I need to talk to all these people. And he's half crazy. Dellin hath not been quite right since his wife died, and Magister came to take away his infant child. His daughter, Alicent, looks after him these days. She doth make certain that he doth not wander away. The healers. Last one we had was killed by the goblins a few months ago. Closest thing we have now is the herbalist Delphinia. Little slip of a woman. She's usually at her greenhouse or at the healer's hall. Delphinia. Garden. Greenhouse. Greenhouse. Or healer's hall. But I say that 'tis no duty for a woman to know thou wouldst agree with me, mate. The priestess. Callista's the priestess of beauty. To her falls the duty of keeping Fawn on the path of beauty through those dark eyes, and that be a large job for such slender shoulders, make no mistake. Town leaders. Well now, there be plenty of those here. Who dost thou wish to know about? Lady Yolinda. She be the ruler here in Fawn. She be Fawn's living symbol of beauty. She be a wise lady, always concerned with what the people think, always listening to what the advice is offered. Chancellor Zulith. I hate to speak ill of anyone, but Zulith I shall make an exception. He is called the Chancellor, but Zulith is little more than a messenger with an overfull ego. Thou wouldst be wise to steer clear of him, for he takes offense at petty things. Commander Jorvin. Jorvin is the commander of the Fawn's Guard. He is a fine, strong lad, and I think that he is sweet on the lady. Jorvin. Sweet on Lady Yolinda. I've enjoyed John with ye, mate, but I'd better be back to my duties. No, we are not done talking. Information. Oh, okay. Okay, he won't talk to me. That sucks. I needed to finish that conversation. Okay, what's going on here? Who is that guy? That is the guy who was over there with the sea people, and he broke in here and tried to kill me. Okay. Kaylin's body. Kaylin tried to kill me in Fawn. Okay, so now can I return to my conversation? Because I was kind of busy, Kaylin, before you came here trying to kill me. But Iolo will be very satisfied with the crossbow, so thank you for that. Okay, let's see. I got 3 on shorts, 2 on horizontal YouTube, and 2 on Twitch. Everybody, I see you. If you want to talk, I am checking the chat routinely. However, I am sometimes I get kind of drawn into the game and I'm not checking maybe as much as I should, so forgive me if I miss any comments. Okay, let's see. Return so soon. Okay, information. Return later. This is a bad time. Okay. It's always a pleasure. Okay, let's ask her about these items now. It's good that I caught all these people at dinner because it makes talking to all these people much easier when I catch them like this. Okay. Let's ask her about the glowing rock. That is no reagent that I know of, my lord, but it is fascinating. I'm sure that it is magical, but I do not know how. And for some reason I feel I should ask thee to take it away from here and forget that I saw it. Okay, people seem scared of the glowing rock. Delphinia? Is that her name? Scared of glowing rock. And she's not the only one. It seems like everyone's scared of the glowing rock so far. I'm sorry I cannot be of more help. Pumice. Why, that is pumice, my lord. 'Tis very unusual to see any here in Fawn. There is no volcanic activity anywhere near. Pumice. Volcano. The only place that has such a rock could have come from that I know of is somewhere beyond Moonshade. Beyond Moonshade. Okay, apparatus. That is a piece of mage's equipment, my lord. Thou sayest it is not thine? Then thou wilt have to inquire in Moonshade to find who it belongs to. Apparatus. Moonshade. Each mage's equipment. Each mage's equipment is different from every other mage's, as much for pride as for anything else. I am sorry that I cannot be of any more help to thee. That's plenty of help, thank you. Let's see here. Who was this guy? I don't remember your name. Yeah, I wish that this game would have it to where I could ask everyone their name again. I don't know why I can't inquire people's names every time like you can on the other game, but that kind of makes it hard. There's no volcanic activity here, my lord, is exactly what a volcano pretending to be a human woman would say. Hello, high electric temperature. Definitely pretending. Yes. I swear some of you guys used to talk to me on Twitch, but I don't mind that you're on YouTube. It kind of makes it easier since Restream is not working well. However, I don't really know that maybe you've always talked to me on YouTube, because when Restream's working, I'm seeing it all in one place. But for some reason, Restream is not working good on showing me all the chats from all the streams. Well, I'm not sure if we're going to solve this case of this town today because I don't have much more time to play. I got to work tomorrow, so we'll see. What did he just say? Something about go see the lady? Wanted to tame assassin. I arrived too late to stop the culprit, my lord. I am sorry, but everyone seems to agree that the person was not dressed as a citizen of Fawn. Some say that it was one of the sailors outside the city, but that may be too hasty a decision. I will look into it further. Thou hast my word. What about my plain shield? I believe thou art describing a monetarian shield, my lord. Thou dost concentrate on the battle so much that thou dost not notice thine own equipment any longer, my lord. The strange hairbrush. I would not ask thee where thou didst come upon this hideous object, my lord. That is thy business. I only ask that thou not show it around overly much. Thou seest it is a hairbrush used by the goblins, and it is fashioned out of human bone. I saw several like these in empty goblin campsites when we tried to rout the goblins from this area. Okay. So hairbrush, goblins. Hairbrush, goblins, campsite by Fawn. Okay. And then as far as what did I ask him about first? I asked him about the plain shield. Plain shield. Monetarian shield. Okay. And then skull. Thou canst tell Jendon that this is no goblin skull. He will have to find something else to hang above his door. 'Tis a bear's skull. Bears are common in this area and to the south of here as well. Okay, bear. In this area and area south of Fawn. Okay, so that pretty much is all I need to talk to him about. Okay, I think I need to try to find this oracle thing. Also, I may want to try to talk to these guys some more. No. Maybe this guy. No. Okay, I think I want to try to find this temple area, which I believe is going to be outside of this inner part here. Sorry guys, I'm probably being too quiet. I think I want to try to find this temple that they talked to the oracle, and I think it's outside of this like inner castle looking area. Yeah, I have no ads on YouTube, so better to watch here than on Twitch. Oh, okay, cool. You must actually pay for pay for it then, huh? I don't do that, but I don't remember what it cost, but I remember feeling like it was expensive in my opinion. I don't know. It doesn't matter. I mean, expensive to me and expensive to someone else is two different things as well. I'm Poe. Okay, let's see here. Where's this temple area? That's the garden area. That's where that lady... Is this the temple? This looks like the temple. Maybe not. No, this looks like that does not look like the temple area. Nah. Nope, nope, nope. I must keep looking. Okay, let's see here. This perhaps? Is that supposed to be the oracle? No, that's not the oracle. Locked. She did say that she no longer lets people in to see the oracle area. I have not been able to find a place that has lockpicks yet. I've been trying to find someone who sells them, and not a single person that I've found has said that they sell them. But lockpicks seem a lot more important on this game than they did on the Black Gate. It's just strange that that did not work. Isn't it though? Okay, let's see if we can get in there another way. Temple of what's Oracle? Is it Temple of Oracle? Maybe. I don't know. I don't even know that I'm reading this right. I'm just guessing. Because I do kind of remember. I know that that's of right there. Temple. I do kind of remember the writing. Okay. The reason I saved is because if I break a lockpick, since I only have 2 more, I am going to reload instead of letting it be lost. I'm sure there's a key somewhere that I can find. Okay, what about, I bet I can go like this. No, I can't get past this fence. Come on, bro. Alright, I need to get in here. I need to get in here. Who has the key? Callista would have the key. Where does Callista sleep? Ooh, we got lots in here. Check this out. Magical armor. Oh man, that was an accident. Is it Alt Enter? There we go. Okay, we got some magical armor here. What? Does he actually have something on? He doesn't look like he has. There we go. No, what? Leather boots? What the heck, bro? No, am I wrong about that? Does that go on his legs? Fishnet stockings. Alright, put your shoes back on, weirdo. Just getting naked in here and stuff. What's wrong with him? Okay, we got a brush. I'm gonna put those back. We got a necklace. I'm gonna go ahead and steal all of these. Is that blue or what? What color potion is that supposed to be? Okay, no one came after me to kill me, so that's good. But we still need to find this key. And I only got 10 minutes. I don't think we're going to be able to finish this little mission today. I'm going to save again. Well, that sucks that we played all day. Well, not all day, you know. A couple, what have we played for so far? Hour and 30 minutes, and I haven't gotten much further on this. I mean, I guess I talked to a lot of people, but I haven't gotten much further. I'm gonna go ahead and turn this off. I really need to try to find this key. It's a fishing pole, right? What is that? Magic scroll. Great ignite. What about... Oh gosh, I'm gonna get in trouble for doing this. They're gonna come kill me for moving stuff. Okay, well, we'll try to see what's in there later. Thread, 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 thread. Let's go. Just checking the chats, make sure I'm not missing anybody. Okay, let's see here. Whoa, what was that? Pine cone, pine cone. Crap. How much stuff am I losing here every time I get hit by this lightning? I'm not trying to lose all my stuff. Yeah, see? Small rock. Really not trying to lose all my stuff. Debris. That's the bottom of the house I was just in. This is one of the guards. This is... I don't know whose house that is. We need to find the house that Callista stays in, because I'm hoping that I'll be able to find the key to the oracle in her room. Does anyone need shoes? Leather boots. Black boots. I don't know if leather boots or black boots is better, but I do know that I just got some money from that place, so let's save again. Okay. This looks like, oh man, darn it. I was gonna say this place looks nice enough to be Callista's house. Pick broke. I'm not trying to lose my last 2 lock picks. Now let's see if I can, this will be the first time I've ever tried to do this since I started playing. But let's... Oh, the hourglass didn't work. I swear that girl said I could use the hourglass to talk to her. Okay, let's see. Can I knock this door down like this? Oh, I can. Okay. I don't know whose house this is, but I know I'm about to steal all their money. Give me this. That's a lot of money right there. 55, bro. Hourglass. Faunish L. Plate armor. Chain armor. Chain armor. Can I tell? Am I able to tell which armor is better? Like, hold on just a sec. If I put this back on, does anything change? No, nope. I'm guessing this armor is better, but I'm also guessing it's heavier. So I'm gonna go ahead. I'll take this though. Okay. That noise was nothing. Go back to bed. Back to bed, my friend. Who are you, though? You're whoever you are. I don't know who you are. Kidney belt. Ooh, some more monies. Give me that. Bro, you're rich, dude. You got more money than anyone I've found in this whole town. Okay, 65 plus 35. 65 plus 35. It's 100. Okay. Alright, I'm out of here. Not bugging you, sir. Don't worry. Trophy. Fireplace. Clock. What time is it? 1:01. Okay. This must be a guard's house, 'cause no one's here. $15. 66. I'm getting rich. Getting rich. What's up, Fishy? Nice to see you. I don't got too much longer that I'm going to be playing tonight because I got to work in the morning. As a matter of fact, I should probably get off right now. I'm pushing it right now. But I think I'll go for another 14 minutes. I'd really like to try to find that key. I don't think I'm going to find it, though, before I fall asleep. Be gone, fool. You go back to sleep and mind your business. Lockpicks, bro, you're my favorite. Who are you? You're an art guy, I can tell. You're my favorite, though, because you got lockpicks. And I need those. I need those bad. Give me those lockpicks. Yoink. Bro's got a little doggy. And a book. The Crying Lute. Okay, who are you? I just want to know who you are. I haven't been out of this tavern all day. Find someone else to put the blame on, Pikeman. My name's Olin, and I'm a fisherman by trade. Okay, Olin, I need to talk to you, Olin. I've been looking for you. Let's see, I got Fishy in the chat. Oh, not too busy on Twitch today. Maybe Twitch people aren't Ultima 7 people. Who knows? Okay, Olin. I needed to talk to Olin about the pine cone. That be a mighty big pine cone thou dost have, my lord. I haven't seen one that size since the last time we sailed around that big forest north of here. Pine cone. Big forest north of Fawn. They were all over there. Okay. Something else I needed to talk to you about. What was it? Let me check my notes here. Oh no, it was the pine cone. That was it. I don't think there's anything I need to talk to you about. I'm not so far gone in me cups as to not be able to see the mark that thou bearest on thy face. All the world knows thee for a pikeman. But thou must be weary after taking back the tower from those foul goblins. Pull up a chair and we'll swap a few yarns over a cup or two. Yarns. I'm certain that thou hast many yarns to tell. Wert thou amongst the company that retook the tower? Yes. I'd wager that it was as gruesome as the king of the White Dragon's castle. King of the White Dragon's castle? Long ago, when the mountains were young, this land was ruled by two rival kings. One of those kings was called the King of the White Dragon. The King of the White Dragon drove away his rival king, but he could not enjoy his victory, for the goblins were come. Hordes and hordes of goblins, and they weren't nothing the old king of the White Dragon could do to hold him back. Something snapped in that old man's head when he saw that he could never control the land. So the king planned a way for him to have control over everything at last. He summoned all his folk for a big party and locked them into the castle. Then, one by one, he murdered them all, down to the last babe. And then, as dawn broke, he stood in the tower all bloody and called to the goblins that the king of the White Dragon had saved his people from their stew pots. They say he lives there still, feeding off any who pass by. One thing's certain, the goblins don't go near that place to this very day. Fierce little monsters, the goblins are, not long in brains, but hard to handle in a fight. Pomdegrun sends them at us in waves until we are all so tired that we can hardly stand and fight. But still, I'd rather deal with goblins than Guani. Guani. Thou hast never heard of Guani? They're the cousins to the goblins and live north beyond the frozen mountains. Guani. Guani. Cousins to the goblins. Live north beyond frozen mountains. North beyond frozen mountains. Let's see. Guani makes the goblins look like innocent children. 'Tis true, upon my sire's grave I swear it. They'll eat their own as well as outsiders. If thou dost travel into the northern wastes, thou art risking ending thy life in the cookpot of fur-covered goblin. Storms. I would almost believe that the world was at an end. These horrible storms have all but destroyed the town. How's a body to make a living without a ship? How can a fisherman fish from a wagon? It sinks. Can't put a sail on a cart and expect to take thee out to sea and back again. Drowned. Good men all, gone to the bottom of the sea. And I should have been with them. They'll come for me. I know they will. Down to the bottom of the sea. Okay, I'm not done talking to you, bro. Go away. I'm not drunk enough yet. Bro, I need to talk to you. All these people are a bunch of little... Lord British's Tyrannical Adventure. I'd actually be interested in reading this, but not right now. Go away, I'm not drunk enough. Give him this. Give him this so he'll talk to me. Magic Orb. Very interesting. Bro's got a magic orb just sitting there. Alright, I really wanted to keep playing and try to find the key to this temple up here. But unfortunately, I do have to work in the morning. I've already played a little longer than I probably should have. 11 was my cutoff, and it's been 10 past now. Gotta get some sleep. So thank you everyone for the support. Thank you for watching the streams, supporting the channels. I really appreciate it. And I hope that you all have a good day. And hope to catch you on the next one. Take it easy. Bye.